Welcome to Positive Philter with your host, Philip Wilkerson, a podcast that focuses on friends, family, health, and career, with a little self-help along the way. Please join me in this journey for self-improvement, and I hope what I have to share will make you a better person, thus making the world a better place. I hope you enjoy the show. So pardon the background noise. I'm taking a walk and I'm recording this podcast on my phone. So this podcast are 3 reasons why I believe that the GMU Toastmasters has been beneficial to me as a member in my professional development. So I was tasked in my Pathways program, the Innovative Pathways program, to develop a podcast. And so I felt like doing a quick little podcast on my phone to share why I joined GMU Toastmasters. It's a wonderful organization on campus, and it's also just a great opportunity for me to fine-tune my skills in public speaking. So I've always had an interest in joining Toastmasters, but unfortunately all the meetings were at night or away from home on a weekday, and I'm a parent. I'm very busy. If you know who I am, I do 20 different things at the same time, and it just did not fit into my life plan. But I knew that fine-tuning my public speaking or my presentation skills was something I needed to do to elevate my career as well as develop as a professional. So when I saw that the Toastmasters meetings were on Wednesdays at noon on campus, right where I work, I felt like there was no excuse anymore, that this perfectly aligned with my work schedule, my values, and considerably professional development. So I joined back in 2018, I believe, with 2 of my colleagues, Christy Michaels and Victoria Suarez. And so I think that was a great way for me to get involved and also support someone else in their journey professionally as well. So I believe there was 3 reasons why GMU Toastmasters has been beneficial to me. And I'll go through those 3 reasons right now. So number 1, it helped me fine-tune prepared speeches. If you know anything about me, it's not a matter of me being shy or scared to talk in front of people. I could talk to anyone, anytime, any moment. But what I needed to learn how to do is be more prepared with my speech, and also learn how to not necessarily shoot from the hip, but also know how to craft an argument, how to develop an opening, a thesis, and then a conclusion. And so the structure of a Toastmasters meeting and the speeches allowed me to prepare ahead of time how I was going to deliver content, how I was going to structure my argument or discussion or presentation, which allowed me to slow down and not necessarily just be impulsive. It allowed me to take time to be more thoughtful about what I say and how I said it. Number 2, being a member of Toastmasters has allowed me or taught me how to read a room or read an audience. This is something I struggle with constantly, is that I'll just go into a room and start talking like anyone is my friend or has the same context of life experiences as me. I carry the identity of a black male. I use slang a lot. And so with the opportunity to read the room, I had to realize that the audience that I have not necessarily has the same life experiences as me, and that I need to learn when I prepare my speeches to thoughtfully think about who is my audience and read the room. So if I'm talking to a bunch of young kids, I can't use experiences that were relevant to middle-aged adults. Or if I'm talking to my colleagues, I need to use a little bit of professionalism, as they say, and learn to curb my slang and speak with the King's English. And so I think that Toastmasters has allowed me to read my audience, know how to deliver content that would resonate with them and won't be lost on them. So that's number 2. And then number 3, I think Toastmasters has helped or been beneficial in my life, is that it's given me a structure or another goal to set. I am very goal-oriented, and I like to look at the big picture. And so I can see, like, what is the purpose of these pathways? How does it contribute to my overall professional growth? Now, mind you, I know that there's certain levels, whether that's the distinguished Toastmaster or distinguished public speaker accreditation. Both of those things are things I'm interested in pursuing. And so seeing the structure about how the lessons are scheduled out and planned out and have requirements allows me to set goals, both short-term and long-term goals, which I find very helpful and aligning with my overall professional development. So how I can see how the pathways is not just meant for being a great Toastmaster, but it can also enhance my life outside as a professional, as a higher ed professional, and just a better communicator in general. And so hopefully you enjoyed this quick podcast that I did and that you find it beneficial. If you have any questions or want to get to know the GMU Toastmasters organization, you can visit the website, which I'll put in the show notes, or you can follow George Mason Toastmasters on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, which I also put in the show notes. It's a great community on the college campus. We meet Wednesdays at noon. During this time of COVID-19, we still meet virtually via Zoom. So there's no excuse not to get involved. We have a great group of people, a great group of leadership. And if you have any questions, you can also just hit me up. So thank you. I appreciate your time. Please check out George Mason Toastmasters when you have a chance. And I'll talk to you later. Thank you for listening to Positive Philter, a podcast that focuses on family, friends, career, with a little self-help along the way. If you enjoyed this podcast, please share it with your family and friends. And like the Facebook page, Spreading Positivity of Movement. Thanks for listening.